सो गाइस नियत रूपे होप करवा आपण देखुथिबे डायरेक्टली कोर्ट 1 रो लाइव चलची तमे नियत एक्सपेक्ट करवा आज रो डिसीजन फाइनलाइज हो जाऊ एंड किसी गोटे भलो डिसीजन हो वर्तमान पे सुधा कौन सी फाइनल डिसीजन आसीनी तमे क्लियरली सुनो फाइनल डिसीजन आसी जीवो नियत रूपे हजारीबाग केस विषय वर्तमान डिस्कशन करा होची क्वेश्चन रो ट्रांसपोर्ट रिलेटेड तो कौन लगुच आपण मानक आज डिसीजन कौन आसीबो आई होप कि फाइनलाइज हो जीवो किसी ना किसी आउ नेक्स्ट डेट न दिया जीवो आज ही मते लागुच कि फाइनल डेट आज ही हबो एंड डिसीजन जहाँ भी आसीबो तो लागुच आज ही आसी जीवो तो बर्तमान पे जो हजारीबाग रे जो केस हेतिला तो रिक्शा द्वारा हजारीबाग रो सेंटर पाखु जाइतिला एंड सिटी जो सिटी रो कोऑर्डिनेटर थिला से केमिति अरेस्टेड हेले सेही विषय रे डिस्कशन चलची तो क्वेश्चन पेपर जो लीक हेची सेटा कोहा होची कि क्वेश्चन पेपर टा 4th मे रे सर्कुलेट हेची बोली यस कोनटा तो वर्तमान ପାଇଁ ଆମର जो क्वेश्चन पेपर लीक को नेइतिला 5 जो 5th मे रे कहैतला कि क्वेश्चन रो इरेगुलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हेतिला किछि पिला जे आईटी तरफ क्लासिफिकेशन थिला किछि पिला सेंटर रो बाहर को आसी हेतिला एंड सेही पिला टेलीग्राम रे बा सोशल मीडिया रे छाडी दिथिले बट दैट इज कोहा होची कि नाही 4th मे रे क्वेश्चन सर्कुलेट हेची सेही रिगार्डिंग हजारीबाग रो जो दिए थिले सेंटर कोऑर्डिनेटर सी केमति अरेस्टेड हेले एंड केमति एसबीआई अंडर रे क्वेश्चन थिवा कनाडा बैंक अंडर को आसला ई सब विषय डिस्कशन चलची सिस्टमिक फेल्यूर तो one principal note which I submitted 10th of July. I think it's a relevant list of it. No, return submissions which we have filed on 10th of July. It's a combined return submission. We have the collated one word. There are only two, I believe. Yes, you have replied also. Exactly. Yes. There is one heading systemic failure. This compromise the sanctity of examination. तो कौन हम आज मे भी फाइनल डिसाइड आसीबो कि काउंसलिंग स्टार्ट करो जो जल्दी स्टूडेंट ऊपर बेसी इंपैक्ट पड़ुची सर संदीपन दैट इज किछि तो गोटे फाइनल डिसीजन आसीबो ऑफिशियली ता परे ही जे कि काउंसलिंग प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट हो बट ता पूर्व कोन से टाइप रे ही परिबनी आ वेट करो आ 30 मिनिट्स भीतर मते लागुची कि जहार भी किछि गोटे निष्पत्ति आसी जिवो Given the nature of social media and modern communication platform, it is impossible to accurately determine the full extent of need and identify all beneficiaries. Information shared on social media spread rapidly and uncontrollably, reaching an extensive audience within a very short period. This phenomenon makes it extremely challenging to segregate pinpoint the individuals who may have gained unfair advantage. Screen recording of a मते भी लागुची संदीपन कोन होबो के जानिबो कि डिसीजन जल्दी जल्दी दे देबा कथा बट जो कॉम्प्लिकेसी चाली छी न नियत रूप आ गोटे डेट भी दबार चांसेस भी रहिबो बट नियत डिसीजन गोटे दरकार बट लागुची आज केते परसेंट आप तमनु केते लागुची केते परसेंट रे डिसीजन हे जियो बोली मते लागुनी कि जे फाइनलाइज करी हो आज The idea of somebody who was doing this was not just to make the national charade of the Neet exam. People who are doing it were doing it for money, right? It is not people who wanted to sort of bring the whole exam into this issue. What you would do to bring the whole exam into this issue is to have a massive determination. So only after why right? Somebody who was doing it admittedly, as it now appears, to make money out of it. Therefore, anybody who was making money out of it, he would not circulate it on a mass scale unless he has तो चीफ जस्टिस पाखर ए आछि कि जदी जने क्वेश्चन को बिकुची तो निहाती रूप से तार बिजनेस पाई एमती नाही कि समस्त से क्वेश्चन देई दबो तो जदी जने क्वेश्चन को सोल्व करूची बा तार माने तार मनी इंटेंशन रे जदी जने बा मनी रो इंटेंशन पाई जदी जने क्वेश्चन को बिकुची तो केबे बेले ता माने नो कि से मैसिव बा ऑल ओवर द सब जगह रे समस्त क्वेश्चन बाटी दो बोली तो सुनतु 12 go to 12 go to where so the whole of fourth where on 4th and then on 5th because the examination is on 5th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Yes. Actually, my friend is not correct. We have replied to this in our additional affidavit also as well as written. When was it actually put on the Telegram channel? Telegram channel of brand is this is a doctored video. Edited video edited is shown in the picture itself which we have placed on record along with our. This is another thing. And the time is completed. तो से कहउछथि कि टेलीग्राम रे जो वीडियो थिला सेटा की गोटे एडिटेड वीडियो थिला बोली Telegram channel has an inbuilt feature if you made some changes or you tamper with it then that change is also reflected and therefore we came to know that this was somebody has circulated after the examination. Yes, sir. I will show that video and what we are trying to say. तो टेलीग्राम रो वीडियो विषय आछि कि जो वीडियोटा सर्कुलेट हेछि से भिडियोटा कहूँ कि से भिडियोटा बेसिकली एडिटेड कराई बट तो देखो टेलीग्राम वीडियो विषय कथा चलती 5th मे रे ना 4th मे रे भाइराल है से रिगार्डिंग वर्तमान पे डिस्कशन होची जो हमर देखो तो से कहते कि आकाश रो टेस्ट सीरीज रो क्वेश्चन थिला एनटीए रो रिप्लाई तो ये जो टेलीग्राम रो क्वेश्चन रो रिप्लाई नहीं करी एनटीए रो रिप्लाई आसी कि आकाश रो गोटे टेस्ट क्वेश्चन annexure A2 तो से ही कहूँ कि जो 5th मे रे जो क्वेश्चन टेलीग्राम रे सर्कुलेट थिला सेटा एडिटेड एंड तो देखो शुणु भल से तो से कहते कि टेलीग्राम रे तुम जिते एडिट कले भी टाइम को चेंज कर परिबनी द टाइम विल नॉट चेंज माने कि तुम जिते चाहिए टाइम को चेंज कर परिबनी तो देखो तू तो टेलीग्राम रे जो वीडियो सर्कुलेट होती क्वेश्चन पेपर सर्कुलेट होती तो से रिगार्डिंग दैट इज डिस्कशन चली कि तुम जिते चेंज कले बट तुम तार टाइम को केबे चेंज कर परिबनी जोटा कि कहा होची कि हमें बहुत ट्राई करछु टाइम को चेंज करे पई बट टाइम को चेंज कर परिबनी एनटी रो रिप्लाई थिला गोटे आकाश रो पेपर थिला सेटा आ गोटे एडिटेड पेपर थिला बोली तो से रिगार्डिंग एक डिस्कशन चलची एंड दैट इज हमर जो चीफ जस्टिस थिला से कहउछंती कि जदी जणे क्वेश्चन को लीक करिवो ताले किछि मनी ओरिएंटेड पई लीक करिवो बट से केबे चाहिबनी कि टोटल मास ओवर क्वेश्चन को सर्कुलेट कर दबा पई काहे कि ना मते जो माने मनी देबे मु सेही मानु क्वेश्चन लिखिबी तो देखिबा नेक्स्ट कोन आछी यस संदीपन जस्ट वेट बर्तमान में डिस्कशन चलती चीफ जस्टिस के सह तो देखा जाऊ कौन हम बाकी आज कहीं लगुनि कि फाइनाल डिसीजन सेमती आसीज बोली तो निहत रूप से जहाँ भी हेले आउ थे डेट दबार चांसेस लगुच बट फिर भी देखा जाऊ कौन हो यस जड़े निजर ही फायदा देखिए ऑब्वियसली सो पैसा ही से लिमिटेड पिला पेपर बिकी यस जोटा चीफ जस्टिस भी सेम कथा थिला कि जड़े ऑब्वियसली क्वेश्चन को बिकिबो फॉर द मनी and only for the money. So ସେ କେବେ ବି try କରିବନି to circulate the question in the mass media, mass media ରେ କେବେ ବି try କରିବନି question କୁ ବିକିବା ପାଇଁ। ସେଇ କଥା ଯାହା ଚିଫ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ କହିଲେ କି ତ ଦେଖିବା ନେକ୍ସଟ କଣ ଆସୁଛି। ତ ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମ ର ଯୋଉ ଭିଡିଓ ଉପରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଇଁ ଡିସ୍କସନ କି ଏନଟିଏ ର ରିପ୍ଲାଏ ଆସୁଛି କି ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମ ର ଯୋଉ ଭିଡିଓ ତାକୁ ଏଡିଟେଡ କରାଯାଇଛି ବା ଗୋଟେ ଆକାଶର ପେପର ଥିଲା। एंड बट जो माने हमरो केस लढुचंती रीनीट फॉर रे बा एनटीए रो जो मिस्टेक फॉर रे तो सेमानको कहवा कथा कि क्वेश्चन टेलीग्राम रे तुम जते एडिट कले भी तमे तार टाइमिंग को एडिट करि परिबोनी एंड ଗୋଟେ वाटरमार्क आछि ए रिलेटेड। तो देखिबा नेक्स्ट कोन आछि कथा। तो वर्तमान में डिस्कशन ही चली तो डिस्कशन आउटपुट कौन आसो देखा कहीं ऑलरेडी सीबीआई तरफ जहाँ भी एफिडेविट दिया क्लीयरली से कहते कि येस कोटे लोकालाइज सेंटर टेलीग्राम जो क्वेश्चन पेपर लीक होता एडिटेड क्वेश्चन पेपर थिला बट देखा जाऊ केते दूर तार प्रूफ मिल पारुची। तो बर्तमान डिस्कसन ही चलती बट तार आउटपुट आसीबो तो वेट करवा दरकार। से भितर आम टे पिला कमेंट देखीदवा। यस कमेंट कहार अच्छे आमर कि अर्पिता सर जदि रीनीट न हुए 499 एससी विथ एसजीएस तो अर्पिता 499 रे एससी प्लस एसजीएस देखा तो चांसेस निहाती मे भी रही पारे बट देखा जाऊ कौन हम तुम एसजीएस एससी कैटेगरी एसजीएस केते पिला अच्छी तापर डिपेंड करिवो। नेक्स्ट आईटीआर रे बीटेक करदेवी आउ नीट हबनी मो द्वारा आई एम डन विथ दिस गवर्नमेंट दिस एजुकेशन सिस्टम। संदीपन आज वेट करा देखिबा आज कौन होउची फिर भी मत लगुच कहीं आज किसी से भाया फाइनाल डिसीजन न हो पारे एंड किसी गोटे नेक्स्ट डेट दबार चांसेस रोची जहाँ जना पड़ुची। तो डिस्कसन तो बर्तमान जजेस को भितर ही चलती 3 जन जजेस को भितर तो निहत रूप से डिस्कसन चलला जो अनम्यूट करा तो आपण सब शुणा कि कौन डिस्कसन चलती। इंद्रमणि साहू सर जनरल 609 गवर्नमेंट स्कूल एंड गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज पास यस तो 609 एंड एससीएस कैटेगरी तो निहत रूप से 609 रे एससीएस कैटेगरी जेहेतु तो फास्ट कथा एससीएस कैटेगरी रैंक ऊपर डिपेंड करिवो केते नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट एससीएस कैटेगरी अछंती। सो तापरे हमें जे कि गोटे बेटर इन्फॉर्मेशन दे पारे बट 609 रे मे बी पॉसिबिलिटी हमें जदि कहबा टिके लो रहिबो बट एससीएस ऊपर ही डिपेंड करिवो। ତ ଯାହା ଜଣାପଡ଼ୁଛି କୌଣସି ଗୋଟେ ନୂଆ ଡେଟ୍ ଦିଆଯିବ ଆଣ୍ଡ ନୂଆ ଡେଟ୍ରେ କିଛି ଆଉ କିଛି ଏଭିଡେନ୍ସ ମଗାଯିବ ଯାହା ଜଣାପଡ଼ୁଛି। ଆଜି କାହିଁ ସେମିତି ଫାଇନାଲ ଆଉଟପୁଟ୍ ହେଲା ଭଳିଆ ଲାଗୁନି। ଏ 648 ଜେନେରାଲ, ये 648 ଜେନେରାଲରେ ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ସିଓର ମିଳିଯିବ। ଡୋଣ୍ଟ वरी, 648 ଜେନେରାଲରେ 100% you will get a seat। ତ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଇଁ ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ ପୁରା ବହୁତ ଭଲସେ ଚାଲିଛି। ଯିଏ ଆମ ଚିଫ୍ ଜଷ୍ଟିସ୍ ରହିଲେ ଆଣ୍ଡ 3 ଜଣ ଜଜେସ୍ଙ୍କ ଭିତରେ, ତ ତାପରେ ସେମାନେ ଅନମ୍ୟୁଟ୍ କରିବେ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟୋଟାଲ ଉପରେ କଥାବାର୍ତ୍ତା ହିଁ ଶୁଣିବେ। 640 EWS ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କାର୍ଡ ଚାନ୍ସ, 640 EWS ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କାର୍ଡ ୟେସ୍ ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ରହିବ। 640 EWS ଗ୍ରୀନ୍ କାର୍ଡ ଚାନ୍ସେସ୍ ରହିବ। Yes,
24 indicate that on 4th of May, question paper is being circulated. The photograph of the question paper were appearing. We have compared it with the original. It is the original question paper. The date shown on the top of it is 4th of May, and the time is 9 a.m. Now they want this honorable court to disbelieve this date and time with the next page showing. Can you see the next
ତ
page?
ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମରେ
The
ଯୋଉ
next
ଭିଡିଓ
page, page
ସର୍କୁଲେଟ ହେଇଛି
45, is what
9ଟା
the
ଏ
date and
4th
time
ମେର 9ଟା
which
ଦିନ
can
9ଟା।
ever appear like this in a telegram channel. It is a watermark. So if I click a picture, if I click a picture, with date and time on, I photo it, then it will appear that the photo is taken on this time and this date. Can you see the watermark? It's not a date and time appearing on the telegram. Date and time appears like the one it is appearing at page 24. This is how they want this honorable court to believe this. And this is something not other than the flame layer which we have found in seeing the video. What else? Yes. Now, with this, allow me to come back to Hazaribagh, just one news item to demonstrate that how it is an admitted thing, almost admitted thing that the paper is leaked on 3rd of May. Allow me to come back to my supplementary note for a moment. Page 12 of my supplementary note. That is essential. Allow me to read that. Page 11. My supplementary note. I have got only two notes, one the main note and the other is supplementary note.
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ତ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଇଁ ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମର ଯୋଉ ଭିଡିଓ ଅପଲୋଡ ହେଇଥିଲା ତ ସେଇଟାକୁ ସେମାନେ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି କି 4th ମେରେ ଦିନ 9ଟାରେ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ଟା ସର୍କୁଲେଟ ହେଇଛି ବା ଟେଲିଗ୍ରାମରେ ହିଁ ଆସିଛି।
Yes. Page 11. Allow me to read this to you. The Central Bureau of Investigation probing the Neet UG paper leak case on Friday arrested three persons, including principal of so and so vice principal of the OSS school Hazaribagh.
ହଜାରିବାଗ
And
ସ୍କୁଲ କେସ୍।
interrogated the 13 suspects arrested by Patna police at so and so date in Bihar capital. The CBI's rules also listed so and so with two accused to explore the potential involvement of Rocky nephew of alleged mastermind Sanjeev Mukhya in the case. The principal and vice principal of Hazaribagh School, one of the center for the exam conducted on 5th of May, were arrested after 3 days of the questions involving more than 60 hours over the allegations of tampering of question papers. The identity of the third person could not be ascertained till the time of filing of this report. Three arrested persons will be produced in CBI court in Patna. CBI had seized cell phone, laptops, school CCTV camera footage with the assistance of forensic experts on Tuesday. According to sources, the CBI uncovered crucial evidence from the 3 months call records obtained from Huck's phone, which led to his arrest. Huck, who served as the district coordinator for Neet, had earlier expressed concern about a potential leak originating from a private courier company, and the SBI
ତ ହଜାରିବାଗରେ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପାଲଙ୍କ ସହ
that the branch might have breach might have occurred at their
663
end.
ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ କେଉଁ
CBI
ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ କଲେଜରେ ହେବ
was
ଆଣ୍ଡ
initially
ଦେଖ
concentrated on
ଆକାଶ
the
ପାଢ଼ୀ
proof from
କେଉଁ ମେଡ଼ିକାଲ
losses
କଲେଜ
of the
କହିବା ଟିକେ
private
ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ବଟ୍
firm.
କେଉଁ ରାଉଣ୍ଡରେ ହେବ ଆଇ ହୋପ୍ କି ତମର ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ କିମ୍ବା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ରାଉଣ୍ଡରେ ହେଇଯିବ ସିଓର।
Shifted its focus after analyzing CCTV footage. The footage confirmed that no tampering occurred along this stretch, leading to CBI to suspect Huck, who consistently provided the same response during questioning. Sources told QI that CBI's attention turned to Oasis School, located on Mandai Road near Kalu Chowk, and its staff. The agency began gathering digital evidence and uncovered that e-rickshaw had gone directly to Oasis School on May 3, instead of proceeding to the CBI main branch, where it was supposed to be stored in the strong room. CBI sources said that at the school, the aluminum box was tampered with, and the packet containing the question paper was removed. A glue stick was used to reseal the package containing the question paper. The Economic Offences Unit, which had been investigating the case before it handed over to the CBI, also corroborated these findings according to the sources. Will allow me to skip this. Now kindly see the next page at page 14.
ତ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟଲି କୁହାଯାଉଛି ଯୋଉ ହଜାରିବାଗ କେସ୍ ଥିଲା ହଜାରିବାଗରେ ବେସିକାଲି ଯୋଉ ଇ ରିକ୍ସା ଦ୍ୱାରା କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଯାଉଥିଲା ତ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍କୁ ଆଗ ଗୋଟେ ଏସ୍ବିଆଇର ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ରୁମ୍ ଭିତରେ ଷ୍ଟୋର କରି ରଖାବାର ଥିଲା ତ ଥାର୍ଡ ମେରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଯାଇଛି ଡିରେକ୍ଟଲି ସେଣ୍ଟର ପାଖକୁ ଯାଇଛି ଯାହାଫଳରେ କି ସେଇ ସେଣ୍ଟରରେ ହଜାରିବାଗ ସେଣ୍ଟରରେ 3 ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଆରେଷ୍ଟ କରାଯାଇଛି। ନେକ୍ସଟ
This is page 14, and then 15 is what this e-rickshaw and the principal of the school who has been arrested now for tampering with the
yes and से बॉक्स रो क्वेश्चन पेपर को रिमूव कराइतला सो दैट ई रिक्शा वाला को गिरफ्त कराइछ एंड आल्सो टैम्परिंग केस रे बा क्वेश्चन पेपर रिमूव केस रे प्रिंसिपल को गिरफ्त कराइछ ता परबे टी रिक्शा सोनी सोनी सेठी देन हमरो स्टार्स बॉय स्टार 613 दैट इज बहुत स्कोर कम अछि तो चांसेस कम रहबो सीरीज 416 एसटी कैटेगरी यस चांसेस रहबो। नेक्स्ट बा
etc. Page 15. But this is the e-rickshaw. In the affidavit, they said that it is called sealed vehicle.
Sony SGS category any chance 504 SC category and SGH दुईटा कोटा any oh SC and SGS 504 I think maybe chances रहिबो
Guarded and with all sort of security. Now this is how we are.
तो बर्तमान ପାଇଁ जो क्वेश्चन हमर हजारीबाग को जाइतिला तो सेतिरे कोन ପାଇଁ क्वेश्चन को डायरेक्टली सेंटर पाखरे पहुंचला गोटे स्ट्रांग रूम रे ताको स्टोर करिवार थिला बट जो रिक्शा वाला क्वेश्चन को नहीं जाउतला बा ई रिक्शा द्वारा जो क्वेश्चन गला डायरेक्टली सेंटर पाखरे पहुंचला कोन ପାଇଁ सेंटर पाखरे पहुंचला सो दैट ऑलरेडी ई रिक्शा वाला होतु एंड आल्सो दैट इज हमर जो हजारीबाग प्रिंसिपल अरेस्टेड कराई।
How much does each student pay for the NEET exam? 1700.
ओके नीट अप्लाई करिया ପାଇଁ केते टका दवा पड़छि जस्टिस कर क्वेश्चन अछि how much money is required for the form fill up for NEET form fill up ପାଇଁ केते टका दरकार पड़छि क्वेश्चन for general category तो बर्तमान पाखे आइडिया नाही कि जनरल कैटेगरी केते टका फॉर्म फिल दवा पड़छि तो क्वेश्चन अछि चीफ जस्टिस पाखे कि बेसिकली केते टका फॉर्म फिल अप करिया पड़छि अनरिजर्व्ड
with one driver, there is no guard. would pause with a photo, to pose for the photograph like this if these are question papers. This is a part of the process. When you hand over or take over something, you pause with the receipt itself. This is OMR sheets, not question papers. 1700 for the general EWS, OBC and NCL 1600.
ତ ଫର୍ମ ଫିଲଅପ୍ କଥା ରିପ୍ଲାଏ ଆସୁଛି 1700 1600 ଏଇ ଟାଇପ୍ର।
From the exam. How much you make in terms of revenue for this? It's about 400 crores and the expenditure is about 300 crores.
ତ ଟୋଟାଲ ପିଲାଙ୍କଠାରୁ କେତେ କଲେକ୍ସନ କରାହେଇଛି ବା ଟୋଟାଲ ଅନରିଜର୍ଭ କେତେ ଫିସ୍ ଫର୍ମ ଫିଲଅପ୍ ବେଳେ ଟୋଟାଲ ଫିସ୍ କେତେ ତାକୁ ନେଇକି ଡିସ୍କସନ ଚାଲିଛି।
Look, your lordships may allow me to show. Look the checks. There is no CCTV in the centers. There is no toilets in some of the areas. There are CCTV footage is recovered. I will not show when my turn comes.
ତ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଯାହାଙ୍କର ଶୁଣା ଯାଉଛି ଇଏ ହଉଛି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ ଏନଟିଏ 4 ରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏମାନେ ଏଟିଏ ଏଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟ ରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି। ବିହାର ପୋଲିସ 160
of the accused which indicate that the paper was available on foot. If I can straight away read just one statement.
ତ ଯୋଉ ବିହାର ପୋଲିସ 160 ରେକର୍ଡ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଯୋଉ
dated 10th of July. Just one statement allow me to read from there. Anurag Yadav's statement. I'm yes. Yes, that your translation is wrong. I have got the original in Hindi. Okay. I believe wrong on a very crucial Hindi. I believe wrong on a very crucial point. Okay. Must be a mistake. I'm not alleging anything. Okay. So this statement indicates that my uncle dropped me on foot. Right. The paper leak was on foot.
ତ ପେପର ଲିକ୍ 4 ହେଇଛି ବୋଲି ଯୋଉ ପିଲା ଅନୁରାଗ ବୋଲି ଥିଲା ତ ତାର ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ କୁ ରେକର୍ଡ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା ତ ସେଇ ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ ରେକର୍ଡ କୁ କୁହାଉଛି।
Because so many people are circulating this material on social media from everywhere, but those the candidates there are less. But the anxiety on a social media and the kind of students who are affected by it, but not coming forward to file a petition before this honorable court. They are supporting all these petitions, and this kind of a material is being supplied, and even the officers. But the other day, I had placed on record the press note of Bihar Police. The IG Police gave that press note. Now, subsequently, they say they are backtracked. The thing is happening in this case. So let them deny that these are not the correct. This is what they say. In the counter affidavit, they say that this is not a certified copy of 161 statement, and hence it should be discounted from the evidence.
ତ ଯୋଉ ପିଲାର ଯୋଉ ଆରେଷ୍ଟେଡ ହେଇଥିଲା ଆମର ଯୋଉ ଅନୁରାଗ ବୋଲି ତ ତାର ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ କୁ ବେସିକାଲି କୁହା ହଉଛି କି ସେଇ ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ କଣ ଦେଇଥିଲା କି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପେପର କେମିତି ଲିକ୍ ହେଲା ଆଣ୍ଡ ସେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପେପର କେମିତି ପାଇଥିଲା ତ ବିହାର ପୋଲିସ ଯୋଉ ତାର ଷ୍ଟେଟମେଣ୍ଟ ରେକର୍ଡ କରିଥିଲା ସେ ବିଷୟରେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରାହଉଛି। यस ये मैटर लंबा खिचेगा फाल्गुनी यस तो नियत मत लगुनि आज किसी से भाया ऑथेंटिक आसीजिवो बोली कि फाइनल डिसीजन आसीबो बोली नियत ऊपर नेक्स्ट डेट गोटे दिया जिवो एंड नेक्स्ट डेट रे ही आसीबो आज कहीं किसी से भाया फाइनलाइज हैला भाया लगुनि कहीं दी जनकर बाकी जब देखा बोथ एनटीए फॉर वकिल हूँ कि एनटीए एगेंस्ट जो लयर मैंने अच्छा तो दी जनकर प्रूफ विषय कहते दैट इज टेलीग्राम रे केमिति सर्कुलेट होती 645 रे ओयूटी वेटनरी हम ऑल इंडिया कोर्ट एस 100% फाल्गुनी 645 रे सियोर हम डोंट वरी
according to you, the leakage, the leaked question paper was in the leaked mode on the board itself. I would say third, because for a reason. Let me give a reason. As per their affidavit, they say all question papers were deposited with the SBI and Canara Bank on 3rd of May. Right. And thereafter, it was taken out of the wallet of the respective banks on 6th of May, 8:15 a.m. on 5th of May. And the question then the leak occurred there. No, no, they don't say they are in a denial mode. Now, what I say is, if the leak has not happened during the custody of the banks, then the leak has either happened on the day of the examination or on third or prior to third. There is no leak between third and fifth because the question papers remained in the custody. Also, I mean, possibly because according to them, the leak takes place sometime on the morning of the fifth, according to them, right? Yes, they don't say. They say that the student, what they say that the students are made to memorize on the fifth. Now they have to memorize. One second. If the students were made, according to them, the students were made to memorize on the fifth morning. Alright, according to them. Then why is that chap behind you saying no to everything that I say? You also read our brief. Sorry. According to them, the students were made to memorize. That means prior to the fifth morning, somebody had solved the question paper. Who argued? And so if somebody had solved the question papers, it certainly doesn't go to the fifth morning. It has to go at least to the fourth, fifth night, between the fourth and the
Yes,
fifth
yes.
night. In which case the leak has occurred sometime prior to the night of the fourth and fifth. Absolutely. And so which means that their question is when did the papers get leaked?
ତ ଏଇ ବିଷୟରେ କୁହାଗଲା କି ଜଷ୍ଟିସ୍ ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରଚୂଡ଼ ଯାହା କହିଲେ କି ବେସିକାଲି ଯଦି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଫିଫ୍ଥ ମେରେ ସେ ପିଲାକୁ ଘୋଷା ଯାଇଛି ତାହେଲେ ନିହାତି ରୂପେ ସେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍କୁ ଜଣେ କିଏ ସଲ୍ଭ କରିଦେବ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଆଇଦର ଫୋର୍ଥ ନାଇଟ୍ରେ ସଲ୍ଭ କରିଥିବ ନହେଲେ ଫିଫ୍ଥ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂରେ ହିଁ ସଲ୍ଭ କରିଥିବ।
Then certainly the leak has happened on third or prior to third. Before they used the bank. Okay, before they were deposited with the bank. Everywhere in the entire country, their stand is the question papers were deposited with the banks on 3rd of May. And in their custody, it remained in a wallet and no bank officials are accused and have been arrested. There is no allegation against bank officials. By the way, the ordinary court, before the exam, when were they supposed to leave the vaults of the bank? Exam is at 2:15 in the morning. Right. They say that the center head will go collect paper. Now there is another systemic failure, let me point out simultaneously, like in Bahadurgarh. So the head went to both banks.
89.2 ରେ that is ତମ cost sharing ରେ ହିଁ seat ମିଳି ପାରିବ।
Whereas you should have collected paper only from one bank. And this now there is one thing. There are two possibilities, distinct possibilities. One, the paper gets leaked before the questions are lodged in the custody of the Canara Bank and the State Bank of India, which means that the leak has taken place before the third. Right. Third, they were all safely with State Bank and Canara Bank. Right. The alternate hypothesis is that the leak takes place after they are distributed from the Canara Bank and the State Bank of India and are bound for the center. Listen, now that is a remote possibility for the reason not. They are between 8, going by their hypothesis, between 8:15 in the morning and 10:15 when the students were, according to them, given the paper. It's very unlikely that in 2 hours the questions were solved and then everything and they were made to memorize. This is impossible. The alternate hypothesis appears to be more logical according to you. That the leak occurred even before the question papers were lodged with the. That's right. Correct. That is my respectful submission. The State Bank of India and Canada Bank. Unless it is their case that the leak happened when it happened between sometime before the third, or on or before the third, then between the third and fifth there is a fairly long period of time. During the period, it was in the custody of a private courier company where they were taking it into whether in private hands.
ତ କାହିଁ ଲାଗୁନି କିଛି ଆଜି କିଛି ସେଭଳି ଡିସିସନ ଆସିଲା ଭଳି, କାହିଁକି ନା ଅଲରେଡି ସେଇ ବିଷୟରେ ଡିସ୍କସନ ଚାଲିଛି। 3 ମେ ରେ ଏସବିଆଇ ହଉ କିମ୍ବା ଆମର କାନାଡା ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଲ ରୁମ ରେ ରହିବା କଥା କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଡିରେକ୍ଟଲି ଯୋଉ ସେଣ୍ଟର ପାଖକୁ ଯାଇଛି। ଏନଟିଏ କେବେ ଏଷ୍ଟାବ୍ଲିଶ ହେଇଛି?
2017 was the first NEET exam they conducted in 2019.
2019 ରେ ଏନଟିଏ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଏକ୍ସାମ ନିଟ୍ ର କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟ କରିଛି ବୋଲି।
2019 onwards, the questions have always been handled by private companies or private couriers. In the route, en route, there are checks. And if any courier company or any employee of a courier company,
ମିଷ୍ଟର କିଲର, ୟେସ୍, କଷ୍ଟ ସେୟାରିଂ ରେ ହିଁ ତମ ଅପରଚୁନିଟି ରହିବ।
transporting the trunks, but it would be registered on a real-time basis with digital footprints. I'll be able to show. But how is that digital footprint not available here then? It's not. The CBI has investigated this. There is no tampering en route. There is no tampering en route. Then where does the tampering take place?
ବିଡିଏସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଭେଟନାରୀ ଭିତରେ ଭେଟନାରୀ ମୁଁ କହିବି ଭଲ and as compared to BDS.
We are asking serious questions. We're not trying to poke fun at the argument. We are trying to understand. Anyway, let us. According to where does the leak take place? There is no leak which has taken place. Oh, okay, where does the breach take place? There is a breach which has taken place where we have the timing, we have the CCTV footage of someone going inside the particular center. That's what I wanted to show to you also. So, what time does that take place? Yes, for it is 9. But it's a part of my.
ତ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଇଁ
8 to.
ତ ଏନଟିଏ ତରଫରୁ ରିପ୍ଲାଏ ଆସୁଛି କି ବେସିକାଲି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପେପର
In the morning 8 to
5th ମେ ର
9:23. The person goes in, photographs the paper, and comes out, and thereafter, your office will find investigation. For 1 second, assuming that happens between 8 and 9:20, we have to take this hypothesis in the
8 to 9:30, 8 ରୁ 9:30 ଭିତରେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପେପର ଜଣେ ଯାଇଛି and ଫଟୋ ଉଠେଇଛି।
Not the question paper at about 10 o'clock, 10:50. After 10, after it was off. Is it likely? Because questions, there are 180 questions. Yes. Right? Is it possible that in 45 minutes between 9:30 and 10:15, they would have problem solvers preparing the answers to 180 questions and then putting it together for the students in 45 minutes? But they got 1 hour and there were 7 solvers. I can't divulge all this information, it's a part of my report. There were 7 solvers, they demarcated 25 questions each. And I can tell you also about why they were required to memorize. But if we are all of us are sitting in one classroom, the 180 plus 20 questions would be same. But the number of the questions would be different. My question number 1 would be his question number 8. So nobody can give a answer sheet ready. Then A answer is B, B answer is C. They will have to memorize. And so far the investigation has been able to identify 18 students. And because of this lack of time, from 10 to 12, because they were asked to go back to the center, they to report to the center. So it's the whole hypothesis that within 45 minutes to an hour, not only was there a breach, but the entire question paper was solved in a space of 45 minutes, and then within 1 hour, very fast, actually 1 hour all that happened. Within 1 hour, and there were 7 solvers, and 7 solvers bifurcated this. So according to you, the breach occurred when the 8 to a.m. in the morning to 9:23 in the morning.
ତ କୁହାଯାଉଛି କି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପେପର 5th ମେ ର 8ଟାରୁ 9:30 ଭିତରେ ହିଁ ଲିକ୍ ହେଇଛି।
9:23. They didn't have much time, therefore. But what time did the papers leave the vault of the State Bank of India or Canara Bank?
ओके कौन अच्छी हमर बबीता
under the CCTV, we have recovered
बबीता सर ओयूटे 92.67 यस 92.67 अच्छी माने तुमको मिलवार चांसेस रहिबो देन संदीपन डोंट स्पैम ओके संदीपन देन बबीता रानी देन यस तमरो जदी 92.67 वेटेज अछि तो श्योर तमे मिली जवार चांसेस रहइबो बीएससी एजी रो भी मिली जवार चांसेस रहइबो दैट इज कॉस्ट शेयरिंग रे हेले होचे मिली जवार चांसेस रहइबो नेक्स्ट बा
covered the footage and there is no 7:30 they leave the line. Yes. After that, the paper is bring it to the center. What time does it reach the center? 5 minutes from Hazari. 7:45. And since the
तो वर्तमान पे तो टाइम आसी हेलानी आई थिंक 3:25 बट लागुनी आज किसी से बेला फाइनल डिसीजन आसियो बोली बट सही बोला ही डिस्कशन चलछि कि बेसिकली
assuming that it was 8 or 2, it was to 9:30. Just to show, but I'll be able to show it to you. And that is why, that is the reason why, because they got, the students got only 2 hours in order to memorize the questions. I'll be able to show that. But out of 18 people, students who are identified, who are brought at a particular place, only one student is getting possible admission, but of course now he would be facing
इसका
the
कथा उठुची
debarment.
कि बेसिकली
Only
जो
one.
फिफ्थ मे रो 8टारू 9:30 भितर पिला मानकु क्वेश्चन जो रटिया पे दिया हैतला 18 जण पिला को तो केते पॉसिबल कि 2 घंटा भितर 8टारू 9:30 भितर क्वेश्चन को मन रखी कि देन पुनी एग्जाम सेंटर 1 आवर बिफोर पहुंचबे भितर केते पॉसिबिलिटी अछि बोली से विषय डिस्कशन
25 students totally, 225. But I cannot use the figure, but it would not cross 150, that's our estimate. And I will be able to substantiate these facts, my lord, by the very meticulous investigation done. So not the person who went inside for the purpose of breaking is arrested. The but I would request your lordship to closely scrutinize the CBI status report.
तो कौन डिसीजन आसियो फाइनलाइज ताकू तो वेट बाकी ए पर्यंत किछि भी सेमती फाइनल डिसीजन आसी पार नै तो किछि भी फाइनल डिसीजन ए पर्यंत आसी
Lordship's claim, may I request? May I request in report number 1, kindly read from para 27. Not see report number 2. Yes, report number 2. Yes, sir, it was right, yes. Would your lordship consider para 113.8 at page 13? Your lordship haven't been here. Of page 13, para 113.8. Yes. The total number of candidates from the around so. Therefore, what I say that we could not cross roughly around 150.
ओके तो 150 ऊपर को पिला कौन से रूप रे क्रॉस करना थी बोली एनटीए तरफ क्लासिफिकेशन दिया
Every stage of the travel route, 113.3, into 113.3. Just which is your mind? That's all. This is your figure. Yes. Therefore, I say for total around cross 100. It's a check between Patna and Hazaribagh. It is at a distance, but But the one gang member who was also at Hazaribagh got sent it by WhatsApp. How much? 240. It is 240. This will, and their model is Malone. So their model is not to allow students also to take photographs because if it leaks, because they have been given, kindly because this is crucial. The parents have given post-dated checks.
So guys, କିଛି ଲାଗୁନି ଫାଇନାଲ ଡିସିସନ ହେଲା ଭଳି।
Look, there are 50 of us report on if you also can see on this one in this context. Page 19. What's it?
ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ହେଲା? ତାପରେ ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କରିବି? ମୁଁ ଏଣ୍ଟ୍ରି ରଖିବି ତ?
These two reports. Their modus operandi or business model, whichever way we put it, is they ensure that the paper is not leaked and given to students whose parents have given post-dated checks over and above the advance money. So that if it leaks and spread into thousands of people, then the examination is cancelled and they will not get it. So students were recalled for the purpose of memorization, they are asked to keep their memory. They also purchase, so I don't wish to diverge, but it's mentioned there. Accused are in custody.
yes others 98.416 percentile को ब्रांच रे पॉसिबल 98.416 तमरो वेटनरी हबार पॉसिबिलिटी रहइबो।
Adverse to the petitioners.
yes वेटनरी रे पॉसिबिलिटी रहइबो अदर्स।
The problem solvers were arrested by the Syria. 3 of them yesterday. Today also some today. Sorry? Doctor, don't. Now you say medical students. Earlier you said doctors. Why are you doing this? how much was the period between the time when the breach occurred and the time of the exam?
Not
The
more than
shorter it is, the less the likelihood of a widespread dissemination. If that time period is still 3 days, then obviously that there's a greater danger. If that time period is say about 4 hours, then you will question.
because the petitioners are not adversarial to them.
Second, I mean, we have to also look at it this way. Does somebody pay, say, 75 lakhs of rupees for 45 minutes? They go into an exam.
Not that much order. It's not order, the figure is also not. The question is, would they then seek to recover the
105 of the first report.
105?
Yes.
Maybe because oh, this is post dated, yes.
सो गाइज आई थिंक सबू भी जहाँ भी जहाँ अपडेट आसी आप देखिए शुणी पारे बट सेमती किसी आज है भाया लगुनि सो आमको निहाती गोटे नेक्स्ट स्टेट को वेट करा पड़ो जहाँ लगुच
When we went for, I can't share all this, we went for interrogation. But some girls' engagement was going. Are considering whether it is a localized event which can be identified student-wise or it is a widespread.
Mr. Huda, tell us one thing. Is there any evidence for, I mean, we are conscious of your limitations also, because investigation is still going on. Investigation is still unfolding. Is there any material to take, any material to indicate that a similar pattern was replicated outside Patna and Hazaribagh?
No.
Well, there is only one instance. Not in Godhra, the OMR sheet thing. They say that the plot was that the students will leave the OMR sheets unmarked, and in the time between
हाँ संदीप दैट इज चार्टा पर ही बट किसी लगुनि कहीं खेला भाया आ बट वेट करियो 20 मिनिट्स
Tushar Bhatt, he will do the filling and will deposit it. The common sense suggests that he can't do it as a geography teacher unless the paper is already leaked. He has the ready answer, so that as soon as the paper is given to him, he sit down and do the work. But Godhra, ultimately nothing happened because the district administration stepped in. That they prevented it by arresting the person before he could do the needful. But the question is, there was people from different states had come to Godhra to let the machination fructify. So the people filled that center pertaining to Karnataka and all other states from the Odisha, Karnataka, etc. How many students in one second? Godhra, how many students appeared? In total, the students,
but nobody is
तो
getting
गोद्रा रे जो सेंटर पड़ता से विषय डिस्कशन चलछि कि केते पिला गोद्रा रे सेंटर रे दैट इज एग्जाम दउथिले
it never went to successful fruition. That's right. But there was one thing. Totally, Godhra, how many centers were there? Just tell me.
गोद्रा रे केतरे सेंटर्स इन गोद्रा हाउ मेनी सेंटर्स आर देयर
meanwhile, what happened in Godhra?
Yes, but only,
My learned friend is right. There was a person called Tushar Bhatt. He was the center superintendent, that in charge of that center.
तीन चारटा सेंटर सुपरटेंडेंट थिले
That you pay me this amount. What I will do is I will ask the physics teacher and chemistry teacher to fill up the answer sheets. Whatever you can answer positively, you are confident, you answer. Otherwise, leave blank because
who is Tushar Bhatt?
Tushar Bhatt is a city. He is a physics teacher.
Center superintendent.
सेंटर सुपरटेंडेंट
He is a physics teacher and geography teacher.
I had a correctly, it's a geography teacher.
I'll just put a check. But not physics teacher and
He
geography.
was like the invigilator at the center. He was the invigilator at the center.
In charge of the center, but the physics.
And what was it is alleged that after the students had filled in their roll mark sheet,
You would get
the blanks would be filled in by the
Feeling like this information was not
hours in Godhra?
It was not permitted, because the officers came at 2 o'clock only. They sat through the exam, and in their presence they ensured that everything is filled and sent. So those who kept blank remained blank.
And now from totally, how many students appeared from Godhra? Totally. How many centers were there in Godhra? 2 centers in Godhra.
ଗୋଦ୍ରାରେ କେତେ
Total
ସେଣ୍ଟର୍ସ?
number of students in Godhra? 2513. How many from outside came? I'm just going to come to 2513 in the 2 centers. Now, out of the 2513, how many come within the cutoff for 1.08 lakh seats? Around 12 minutes. Just a second, I'll just write. Godhra, 2 centers, 2513 candidates.
ଗୋଦ୍ରାରେ 2 ସେଣ୍ଟର 2513 କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ୍.
How many come within that 1.08 lakh, the last cutoff?
12.
12.
12?
About 18. 18. Okay. One center 12 and another center 6. We have given the pattern of mark distribution also. Their performance also is below average. That is at PDF page number 1016. How many students at Godhra out of the 2513 had coming from who had changed their centers? 14 to do it. This application was done by 436. It was not allowed for on account of non-availability. Only 14 were allowed to change their center. No.
Out of 14, nobody is getting admission in there. 1,08,000.
Who originally applied with somebody from even Godhra seems to be a sort of a localized Godhra
Issue more than Maratha.
Godhra it never went through, in the sense that before they could do anything there was an arrest. My position is not that right. Actually the cheating has happened in Godhra. But I say the league footprint was not confined to Patna. The paper has gone everywhere, and there is at least now we take a point that there is a likelihood that the paper, the leak answers had traveled to Godhra as well. Yes, sir. But Godhra, there is one clear distinction that the students had no opportunity to put their somewhere they are caught, somewhere they are not caught. Something is Godhra, something is unfocused. Godhra there is no wrongdoing at all eventually. Yes. Because the process was not the students memorizing the question, but the center was charged putting the right dots. But that never took place in the exam. But here this court is considering the question whether the leak has a widespread footprint or not. Now this is one of an indicator that this Mr. Tushar Bhatt had the answers beforehand so that he can do it. So it's a possibility. A possibility cannot be ruled out that he had the sold question paper.
सो गाइज ऑलरेडी तो टाइम हो गलानी 3:45 तो आई थिंक सेमती किसी भी अपडेट आसो ना.
And with Mr. Tushar Bhatt, it's a case of cheating. He cheated the students. That you pay me 10 lakh, I'll do this.
It's a case of malpractice, but it assumes that they had the benefit of the answer sheet. The solved question paper. Because those physics and chemistry teachers who were to fill in the blanks, they would also have, they would not do it on the spot. They would have the pre-prepared thoughts.
Mr. Bhatt said I would have 3 hours before I seal the answers. So he gave it to the students or parents.
That was the representative. I think can wrap up your submission because we have the other side. Just quickly wrap up. It appears that Godhra, I don't think we can say is an example of a very widespread case. To point out that there is no evidence to indicate that actually that scheme went through. In which case, as of now, we find that there is only wrongdoing which has taken place in Hazaribagh and Patna. To postulate that, on that basis, then the only thing which we are left with are the statistics.
Yes, 645 general Sahil, yes 645 general रे possibility रहिबो तमरो sure.
Out of 61 students as we now know, 44 got it because of that.
ये संदीपन रे से ही लागू छी.
Options of a question as correct. Can we cancel an examination only on that basis? Yes, that's the point. Or is it something which falls short of the threshold we require in the course to cancel an exam?
630 borderline mark. I hope कि 630 रे तमरो 50-50 बळे ही रहिबो.
Before admittedly college Kaka, which I pointed out on the first date also, wrote to NTA that college Kaka is a counselling center on 3rd of April 2024, more than a month before this exam. He indicated that this scam of OMR sheets being filled up later is going to happen. Please take care. That email is received on 3rd of April. In their response now they say the email from the entity college Kaka subsequently has been forwarded by NTA to the appropriate concerned authority for investigation and necessary action.
That is re-neet हबो कि नहीं बोली से विषय तो
a month before hatched.
किछि भी जणा पडुनी बाकी कोन फाइनल डिसीजन निया हबो या नेक्स्ट डेट दिया जिवो से विषय आ टिके समय परे ही जणा पड़ जिवो. 641 जनरल गौरव 641 जनरल पॉसिबिलिटी रहिबो हबार. सर क्या सब स्टूडेंट रीनीट देंगे? पूनम ऐसे अभी कुछ भी न्यूज़ नहीं है, अभी तो हियरिंग चल रहा है, सो थोड़ा वेट करो. आई थिंक 4 बजे तक आपके पास आ जाएगा नोटिस कुछ ना कुछ.
And they would start solving it. Thereafter, somebody, that was his idea of committing fraud, and therefore he started approaching parents of his knowledge.
Okay.
We have recovered 30 post-dated checks.
Yes, I got wanted to know. Definitely, we will wrap it up. Center was changed, which they say is streamlined and conspiracy. Not even a single candidate has come. Actually, at that place. But the story they are giving to this honorable court that the paper was collected from Hazaribagh at 7:30 and 240 kilometers in the transit. There was a breach, and on that breach, everything happened. Paper was found. I don't think that is the case. Well, that's not the case. Mr. Solicitor, is it your case, Mr. Tosh? So it was being transported from Hazaribagh? Yes.
No, not from Hazaribagh. It traveled to Hazaribagh to one of the gang members. It happened in Patna. Oasis school is in Hazaribagh, where this breach happened.
सो हजारीबाग को जिते तुम तो बर्तमान डिस्कसन चलती हजारीबाग जिते क्वेश्चन डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होती कहीं आमर एसपीआई कंट्रोल रूम रे रहा कथा तो डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन जो हजारीबाग सेंटर को जाइए एंड प्रिंसिपल एंड 2 जन अरेस्ट होती तो सही रिगार्डिंग डिस्कसन चलती. तो
CCTV footage, the footage before 8:02 a.m. where both the trunks are like this. After 9:23, both the trunks are.
And what about the Patna breach?
Linked to Hazaribagh. Under para 50.
What is it? Hazaribagh
यस सुमित सर ओयूटी 84% एनआरआई रे वेटनरी हम कि बाकी सुमित जदि तुम पाखे एनआरआई परफेक्टली सर्टिफिकेट तुम कर कहीं जो तुम ब्राउचर देखो से तुमको एनआरआई सर्टिफिकेट करने एनआरआई ब्लड रिलेसन थी दरकार तुम दादा हूँ खुड़ी हूँ कि जो मामू हूँ माई हूँ तो ब्लड रिलेसन थी दरकार एंड स्पॉन्सर सर्टिफिकेट दरकार दैट इज भिसा थी दरकार जो जो बाकी रोच जो अमेरिका हो कि जो आमर आउट ऑफ कंट्री रोच सेठी निजर इलेक्ट्रिक बिल थी दरकार कि ना रेसिडेंट सर्टिफिकेट थी ये सब सर्टिफिकेट जब रेडी अच्छी ताहले 84 रे तो निहत रूप से एनआरआई रे भेटनारी मिल जावर चांसेस रहा एंड तुम स्ट्रिक्टली जानिछ एनआरआई रे दैट इज फीस भी तुमको से अनुसार अधिक दवा पड़े एंड ऑलरेडी केते फीस दवा पड़ो कौ ईयर केते वाइज दवा पड़ो एडमिशन टाइम केते दवा पड़ो से रिगार्डिंग वीडियो भी आम अपलोड कर सारी बट 84 रे पॉसिबिलिटी रहिबो एनआरआई रे
First report.
Your 3rd of May, the Hazaribagh decree, 3rd of May.
So, that's
Student.
page 90. Into is Patna. Yes, and they ensured, my lord, that they purchase a new mobile with a new SIM card, so that there is no further link.
I'm not sure. 45 minutes, the whole question paper can be solved, sir. So, the primary breach occurs at Hazaribagh, where the question, the solving also takes place at straight to Patna, and then disseminated at 10:15. So, that means between 9:30 and 10:15, the entire 180 questions were solved.
It's the Patna FIR. The Patna police who first launched the FIR at 6 o'clock. They say we were tipped off by our people by the police in Hazaribagh. We catch that man there. That man tells us that we were on there in the previous evening itself. We were taken to this place and all this was memorized. And what came in the Neet exam was exactly the same. So therefore, the leak, it has reached Patna on the 4th. No, but the dam from the FIR. He did the FIR. He did the FIR. The Patna FIR, the Patna police, what? It's the Patna FIR which is crucial. And by
The case diary, do we have the case diary of the Patna police?
the Patna has submitted a report, EOU report to the ministry. That report has not been placed before your lordship because the CBI takes over on the 22nd of June. Or before that, the investigation is done by Patna, by the EOU. The EOU submitted a comprehensive report which is not before your lordship. Your lordship compares that report with what the CBI has done. Many more questions will arise.
No, let me answer questions rather than writing questions. And if you look at
Please summon that.
here in the court, not on the screen, but please see. So, para 50.
So that's an unwanted thing from the police agent.
Para 50 at the
That's not
10:15 a.m. Sir, I at 10:15 a.m. on 5/5/24, so received the solved exam question paper.
कमेंट थिला कहार आमर 631 रे जनरल जदि अच्छो तो पॉसिबिलिटी बहुत ही कम सर केमिस्ट्री एनसेट रो आसबो ना कोट्रो एनसेट रो पूरा तुम एनसेट रो सब जाक भलसे पढ़ एनसेट रो जे एग्जांपल देछि से सब प्रैक्टिस करो आराम से केमिस्ट्री रो प्रीवियस की क्वेश्चन करो एनफ आइडिया पळे आसबो 100%.
Paper number so and so, The Lordship knows, but there was a burnt question paper which was found by Patna police, and burnt question paper had the center number. Question number so and so.
Which Kumar accessible in way?
Yes. Lord, Lord, may I say something? Lord, para 51 also. One part goes at 10:35.
Okay. Sumit Kumar, sir, one more question. Yes, sir, permanent residence proof ro electric bill चलिबो कि अमेरिका रो आपण जो वीडियो कथा कहउछथि मु सेटा पाउनी अच्छा मु वीडियो कथा कहली कोटा ना हमर बेसिकली तुम केते पैसा देबो पड़ियो एवरी ईयर ठीक अछि बट विद्यासागर क्लासेस रो जो जति सब लाइव सेशन अछि म एटा लाइव रे डिस्कशन करथिली बट जति न पाउछो देन तमे जो नंबर दे से नंबर रो कांटेक्ट करियो सो दैट वीडियो लिंक भी दिया हिजो तापर रहला अमेरिका रे जदि रहउछन्ती तो सेटिकार परमानेंट रेसिडेंस अछन्ती परमानेंट रेसिडेंस अछि ताकर एंड सेटाकर इलेक्ट्रिक बिल जदि अछि यस 100% इलेक्ट्रिक बिल चलिबो श्योर तो जो ब्राउचर अछि जेते क्लियरली लिखा हिची जदि कोनोसी आउट ऑफ स्टेट रो आउट ऑफ कंट्री रे अछन्ती बा हमर जेमति एनआरआई कोटा रे अछन्ती तो नियत रूप रे समानकर इलेक्ट्रिक बिल हबो श्योर हबो सो आई डोंट थिंक कि आज किसी ना किसी सेमती अपडेट आसीबो जोटा कि फाइनल अपडेट बोले हम कहि पारे कोनोसी सेमती अपडेट आसीला बेले लागुनी तो नियत पे आ गोटे डेट आसीबो एंड डेट पर एति ही चलिबो बट कोनोसी सोर्स रो लागुनी आज कोनोसी भी फाइनल अपडेट आसीबो कारण ए पर्यंत किछि कंक्लूजन ही आशा हैनी बट फिर भी
Lord, at the outset, Mr. Hegde is a dear friend. We pull under each other's leg, but this was unforeign. Leaving it at that. Lord, half of the question, my Lord, paper was received at 10:35. The Lordship would find page 21, the photograph. They burnt the question paper because they didn't want that to travel anywhere else because that was their the source of money. But a part was not fortunately recovered, which contains this 6136488. This is the center number of
Azaliba, how many centers were there?
5.
5.
The students were also from all over the center. The leak is at one center, but OS is followed, but
Centers. Totally, how many students in Hazaribagh?
One. The candidates. Achha, total candidates.
20.
Candidates. That is.
अच्छा बोर्ड पई सीएचएस पई बुक रे केमिस्ट्री एंड फिजिक्स
736.
2736.
How many candidates would now fall in that 1.08 lakh? How many of those 2,700 would have qualified for admission?
One thing is clear, they are not in the first. Kindly see report of the IIT Madras.
That's what 56,000 are for the government medical colleges. The rest is
Hazaribagh or Patna doesn't find place there. So possibly that's very few would be in
the 1 point.
सीएचसी बोर्ड सह केमिति करबी जानि पने देखो सीएचसी बोर्ड पय जदि प्रिपरेशन होचो तो सीएचसी बोर्ड रे नियत रे हम जानिचे लॉन्ग टाइप क्वेश्चन ही तुमको मैक्सिमम जोठी आप पढुथिबो सेठी तुम सेही टाइप रे डिस्कशन करा जिवो बा सेठी पढार सिस्टम ए थिबे कि जेत तमरो सीएचसी बोर्ड रे लॉन्ग टाइप रो क्वेश्चन लिखे रहची बट डोंट वरी जो भी लॉन्ग टाइप करछो तार प्रीवियस ईयर एमसीक्यू करो ତ ତା ସହ ହିଁ क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन है. For example, suppose you are reading the chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plant, so you have to do the same question practice at the same time. ଯେତେବେଳେ chapter ସରୁଛି immediately you should go for the MCQ. then MCQ କଲା ପରେ ତମ chapter ର theoretical knowledge already ତମର class ରୁ ଜଣା ପଡିଥିବ, and also ଯେତେବେଳେ ତମେ MCQ practice କରୁଛ, so that at a time practice ହେଇଯିବ ହେଲା. so just like ସେଇ ଭଳିଆ ଯଦି for example you are reading the hydrocarbon alkane alkene and alkyne, so ଯଦି ତମେ long question preparation ହଉଛ କି method of preparation କରୁଛ, so that you have to practice the previous year question also at the same time, then ki तमरो clear ହେଇଯିବ concept सब.
2.08 lakh candidates, how many? We want to now see, because admittedly there has been a breach at Hazaribagh and Patna.
It's from all 5 centers. Those who are able to qualify are around 18.
18.
80.
But in first one five six one students. First
were there.
so କଣ ଲାଗୁଛି ବାକି ଏଇ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କିଛି ସେମିତି conclusion ଦେଲା ଭଳି ଲାଗୁନି, but କଣ ଲାଗୁଛି
12 centers.
12 centers. And totally how many candidates?
I'll give you exact.
First 100. First number those who is
ସନ୍ଦୀପନ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କିଛି ସେମିତି ଜଣା ପଡୁନି, but wait for the rent, କଣ ହଉଛି ଜଣା ପଡିବ. ଯାହା ବି ହେଲେ ଆଜି ତ କିଛି ନା କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ନିହାତି ଅପଡେଟ ବା କିଛି ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲ୍ୟୁ ସେମିତି ମିଳିବ, that is କଣ ହବ ଆଗକୁ. सो नियत रूप से डिस्कशन चलती चीफ जस्टिस को द्वारा तो किसी ना किसी आउटपुट आसो आई थिंक तो ऑलरेडी बर्तमान पे 4:05 भी हो गलानी तो देखिए कौन आउटपुट आसुची।
Continue on Monday at 10:30, so that we take this before we take our, so by lunch we would have concluded the matter on Monday. So we would like to have a copy of the Bihar Police report. That can be circulated. EOU.
There are two. One is local police. Thereafter it was transferred to EOU. I placed both.
Oh, let both be placed. And they can supply us.
So we take it up on Monday at 10:30, and we'll do our miscellaneous board Monday post lunch. Hopefully we'll finish this by lunch.
I think no, Rajagir here. I'm making no request about counseling can be staged because the counseling they have slated.
Somebody takes 3-4 months. But
Even after 2 days, basically.
we are there to declare counseling, and it would start from 24th of July or something. But I must bring it to a lordship's notice. It will not happen.
We're taking it on Monday itself. We're now taking it on Monday itself.
Please.
But we consider declaration of the result because not entire data what they are talking about we can't really corroborate it until if they will call it there from the last
I will satisfy lordship. No examination declares because this is individual's personal property.
UPSC does it.
UPSC also does not. UPSC does not. I satisfy.
Why not they?
My judgment appears for you.
But what if you declare put the results,
That mark
minus the names with only the roll numbers?
Yes,
I will not just check
check
up.
center.
Sorry? Center and the roll numbers.
I would sit with them and examine. But now what exercise my learned friend wants your lordship to.
Or you can even do this. You can have masked roll numbers, so that no identity of a student is disclosed. So you can have masked roll numbers in the sense you can have dummy roll numbers, but in a sequence. Center wise.
That's it. So that we are also able to apply our mind and maybe assist this one report better.
You can mark the center also. Center and roll. The identity of the student. There is one.
जस्ट 2 मिनट वेट करो सांगे सांगे तुमको दैट इज आई थिंक पुणी मंडे रे एटा सुनानी हो बा जदि हम देखिबा मंडे को एटा अगेन डेट दिया जिवो।
Appearing on behalf of the petitioners, however, during the course of the discussion in open court, we've also had the benefit of brief interjections by counsel on both sides, including by Mr. Tushar Mehta, Learned Solicitor General, and Mr. Kaushik, Learned Senior Counsel, appearing on behalf of the NTA. Good stuff. The petitioners have submitted.
No, I'm actually
the petitioners have submitted that it would be appropriate if the result of the UGC of the UG 2024 NEET examination is published on the website by NTA, so as to bring about some transparency on the center-wise marks obtained by candidates.
No, center then are identical.
Sorry?
Center and number we are doing mass.
without center.
Each center there are 5,000 people.
In a center there will be 5,000 people.
We direct NTA to the 2024 examination, while at the same time ensuring that the identity of the students is masked to preserve Identity of the center. City. Identity of the students is part. Center, please let them know. You see, because that's the basis on which they may be able to perform. They have make some trends, etc. If they can't, they pay, but at least there's a sense of success. From the river, and now let us see whether there is any, without any material, they have not shown any material of any material. See, what is happening actually, Mr. Sister, what is happening is this. In fact, the reason why we were engaging in a very detailed line of inquiry is because the fact that there was a leak, at least in Patna and Hazaribagh, now it's a leak. Okay. Yeah, but there was a leak in the sense that there was leak. The question papers, the question papers had been disseminated before the exam. That is undoubted. Question which we are now wanting to consider is whether this was only confined to these centers, in which case there is no question of a retest, or whether this was more widespread. Now, the students have a certain degree of handicap because they would never have the kind of data which is necessary to do. They are used to not coaching centers. There are several problems. This is not just student coaching. Right, no, that's right. There's a difficulty. Therefore, we are not saying that you publish the. We want the students' identity to be masked because we don't want students to be approached. You can have dummy roll numbers, but in a series for those students, so that no student's identity can be diverse. That is sufficient. But let us see center-wise what was the mark pattern. Yes, right. At the end of it, Mr. Kaushik, even if they fail, we will have the satisfaction, they will have the satisfaction of having done their duty. But if the data does reveal something which has not appeared to us as laypersons, as judges, they will assist us at least. We will so grateful. If there is no difficulty, the losses will not come. And then the difficulty which you are going to that is what. But investigation is concealed from us. The result is concealed. The result should be the result should be declared in relation to each center separately. What we take that time because ultimately they go if the declaring may be done, this exercise shall be done. There is this argument. Yes, they have given it to IIT Madras, but they have given their other Madras, but we have given because they are not private center wise. Right. We will say that this may be the results will be uploaded by 5 p.m. On tomorrow on Friday. They can have an opportunity to at the end of it we'll see about it. No, let it be done. Because we have to see the end of the matter by Monday. Yes, Mr. Venkatram. They are 24 lakhs, it will take time to compile in that manner. Yeah.
तो ऑलरेडी दैट इज समस्त जानी देथिबे जहा कि आज डिस्कशन है बट क्लियरली मु लास्ट को 2-3 पॉइंट कहूँ कि बेसिकली आज कौन से टाइप फाइनल डिसीजन आसनी एंड फाइनल डिसीजन मंडे आसो बट सटरडे पूर्व जदि सटरडे इवनिंग बेलू बेसिकली सबू पिला सबू एनटीआर ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट रे को सेंटर वाइज केते केते पिला को मार्क मिली तो सहीटा ही एनटीआर ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट रे डिक्लेरेशन हम that means NTA को clearly notice अच्छी they have to declare all the results in the respective centers जो respective center अच्छी सबू center wise को पिला कौन दिया तो सही विषय आइदर पिला रोल नंबर मे बी that is रोल नंबर हो कि ना हो परफेक्टली न आसली बट ऑल टू ऑल यही सेक्टर पिला मानको यही मार्क दिया एति पिला रेंज रो मार्क अच्छी से विषय सटरडे इवनिंग बेलू एनटीआर ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट अपलोड हम एंड आउट सेकंड पॉइंट मंडे रे हियरिंग हम नेक्स्ट डेट अच्छी मंडे सो निहत रूप में जना पड़ी कि मंडे ही लास्ट डेट हम कहीं ऑलरेडी सब किसी शुणी सारी तो मंडे को आप वेट करवा एंड सटरडे इवनिंग बेलू एनटीआर ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट रे निज निजर रिजल्ट बा जोटा कि को सेंटर केते केते मार्क दिए सेटा ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट रे डिक्लेरेशन जो ये थिला दैट इज आज डिस्कशन रा आउटपुट थैंक यू।